was forced into being a morning person when I was in boot camp.
Oh,
so,
I bet.
Ever
I
since
bet.
then, it's like
5 a.m. with the bugle call, right?
4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. I can't remember the exact time.
Oh, I would block it out, too.
It was early.
Yeah, no doubt. So did you join right after high school?
Yeah, man. I went right after high school. College just wasn't an option for me at the time, and I just didn't have that mindset. And I knew from being a kid, I come from a military family.
Yeah.
And I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
Well, let's see.
I went to college later, but
judging by your age, you just missed the first Iraq War, right?
Yep, I got out in 2000.
Yeah.
I got out just before that.
Nice. Mm-hmm. That's when your family was over there, right? Just after the Iraq War?
Right before.
Oh, right before. Okay.
Yeah. My dad left Saudi. I think 2000. So probably about 6 months before September 11th, maybe a year before September 11th. So
right.
yeah. But he was there for the Gulf War.
Okay.
Yeah. We were there. We got kicked out, and he stayed. So he was in Dhahran for the Gulf War.
Right. So you just missed the last coming of Bob Hope too.
Yep.
On that war.
Missed that, man. But
yeah.
The cool part is I would do overseas tours for the troops, and it was different now being back in that role. Because normally when we were overseas, you see these comedians come through, and I had zero interest back then in comedy, nothing, and I just didn't think anything of it. And now, getting to go back overseas, it's really cool getting to hang out with those guys and gals and make them laugh.
Yeah, well, that's funny because I've heard horror stories because you go over there like Craig Morgan and a bunch of cheerleaders, and they love the cheerleaders of Craig Morgan, but they don't want nothing to do with the comedy.
Yeah, man. So we didn't have that mix. It was just comedians. We had no cheerleaders. No. How do you follow the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders? You can't follow that.
Exactly.
That's actually who came to. I think that's what happened with our show. I was on a boat with the Navy at the time. We were in Naples, Italy at the time. And the cheerleaders came over, Terry Bradshaw, a bunch of football players.
Oh, nice.
And so when the cheerleaders got off stage, I don't know, there were about 12 of them. There were only about 4,000 Marines and sailors on this boat, and everybody was just trying to follow them. Those poor 12 girls.
I bet. All right, let's take our first break. We'll come back with comedian Travis Howze and Eric Andreas from Vasani's on 1070 The Zone, where Charlotte County comes to play.
I'm attorney Jeff Briscoe. Wherever you are on life's journey, estate planning is critical. Consider consulting with an attorney to ensure you have the documents in place to protect you and your loved ones. The law office of Jeff Briscoe is dedicated to estate planning and probate law, located in Port Charlotte, serving all of Southwest Florida. House call appointments available, always free consultations. Call attorney Jeff Briscoe at 941-625-4189. Or visit jeffbriscoe.com.
Don Gaskar, Charlotte County Ford Bridgeview High School football this Friday night right here on 1070 The Zone. Hi, I'm Larry Timko. Join myself and Jeff Briscoe as we wrap up the regular season as the Port Charlotte Pirates travel to Naples to take on Palmetto Ridge. It's all brought to you in part by the Captain's Table. Ingman Marine, Zaxby's, Port Charlotte Honda Volkswagen, Harpoon Harry's, Jeff Briscoe, attorney at law, Lashley Crabhouse, and Don Gaskar, Charlotte County Ford. It's high school football this Friday night, and don't forget the game streams live online at 1070thezone.com. Welcome back to the Larry Timko Show on 1070 The Zone, where Charlotte County comes to play. Eric Andreas and Travis Howze in studio. Travis with Sid Davis tonight and tomorrow at Vasani's Comedy Theater and Italian Steakhouse. For tickets, just log on to Vasani.net or call 941-629-9191. You can also check out the event schedule, see who's coming to town, and not just comedy, but music. And don't forget, if you got a holiday party coming up, best place to have it is at Vasani's.
Christmas parties, man. That's honestly the best place to do it.
What are you guys doing for New Year's?
We have Dale Jones.
Oh, Dale's coming for New Year's. All right.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
he is Port Charlotte. He's our club's highest requested comedian.
Yeah,
he's been coming. He used to live in Fort Myers, so he used to be his home club. He would come here and work on material, and it was just imagine Dale Jones with cards on that stage trying out new jokes.
I remember
and
that.
he used to be a lot faster than he is now, and he's still very, very fast, but he's slowed down a little bit. And it was just like, just throwing cards all over the stage.
The jokes that didn't work would end up in the crowd.
That dude's the best.
And he's one of the nicest guys in the world, and he is one of my favorites. He really is.
Yeah,
I can watch his show over and over and over again.
Nice. He's still got family here, I think, doesn't he?
I don't know. I think his family is more in like Indiana or Iowa.
That dude's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's living in Georgia now.
Wait, happened to California?
Wait,
he has a little place in California still, but he wanted to get. Yeah, I think he was sick of paying taxes, which I totally understand.
Yeah. Well, all his
but
stuff,
he kept a little condo there, so he still goes there. But they moved to Georgia.
Well, he said all his stuff was in Georgia. All her stuff's in California. That's what he told me last time.
No, they're both in California. They just bought a big house.
He said he had no room for her stuff because they had such a small place that he had to leave all his stuff behind or put it in storage.
Not in Georgia. The new house is nice. It's big.
It? Okay, well that's what I'm saying. Because in California, he said he had to put everything in storage.
Yeah, but no, I think they found a little condo.
Because that's what he said he didn't like about California. He's like, I miss my stuff. Because there's no room for it. That's cool. Awesome. So that's good. Yeah,
New Year's Eve, man.
All right,
Can't complain.
That's booking
and he'll
fast.
be here the first week of January, too.
Cool.
So.
Well, I'm sure that's booking fast for New Year's.
Yes.
Anyway, holiday parties, birthdays, anniversaries, they got you all covered.
We do it all. We do it all.
No
Fundraisers, all of them.
No doubt. Real quick on football. I know you're not a big football guy, but this is a funny story.
Me?
Yeah, he's a football guy.
You're a football guy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, my bad.
That's my
Baseball.
thing.
It's baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Did you hear what Le'Veon Bell said?
That the Steelers were trying to go for a trade for him?
There were 4 teams trying to trade
Steelers
for him.
were one of them.
And the Steelers were one of them.
Yeah.
You believe that?
I don't know.
Or do you think
I would have taken him.
Or do you think his agent's blowing smoke to him?
I don't know. It could. I don't know why he would come out and say it. But the Steelers didn't want to lose him. We offered him the same money. And you know what? And now it's happened with the Jets. You can't pay a running back that much money. You just can't do it. And it's proved.
Yeah.
But, we're down to third and fourth string running backs right now.
Connor's hurt.
Connor's hurt. Benny Snell's hurt.
So
Samuels is coming back. And then we have a fourth string
Edmonds
guy. Yeah, Edmonds. Yeah, Trey Edmonds. Yeah. The brother of the other Edmonds brothers, I think.
Yeah, the linebacker for the Bills.
Yeah, and the safety from the Steelers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh wow.
Yeah,
Big
the
family
Steelers.
affair there.
Yeah, the Steelers have a Edmonds on their team too.
Okay.
So I have 2 Edmonds.
Right.
They're
But
brothers.
I didn't believe it because the teams that supposedly were going to trade for him were the Texans.
Yeah.
Where I could see that, but they need more offensive line help than anything, and they just traded for Duke Johnson, and they have Carlos Hyde.
Yeah.
The other team, of course, was the Steelers, which I definitely did not believe.
Yeah.
The other team, I believe, was the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, I can see that, but I like what they have in Shady McCoy. And
I don't know why the Chiefs would do that.
So
that
one didn't make sense. They need more offensive line help and defensive help than anything.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was his agent just saying, hey, because there was rumors that the Jets were possibly trying to trade Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, they're trying to trade anybody that anybody wanted.
General manager said they weren't actively shopping him. Teams were approaching them about Le'Veon Bell and said they were just listening to offers.
Yeah.
But obviously they didn't get anything they wanted.
I'm glad. I mean, I would have taken him, but I want to pay our defense.
Yeah.
We have some very good young guys that we need to pay, and that's where
like
our money needs to go.
You personally want to pay them. That's awesome.
No,
That's
I want
great.
the Steelers to pay our defense. No, that defense is young, and they're going to be good for a long time if we get some of those people locked down.
Yeah, well, there was speculation that if Pittsburgh doesn't finish with at least a 500 record,
They'll finish with a 500.
This could be Tomlin's
You think-
last
you
year.
think he's out?
No, maybe I don't think so.
Well,
There's so many terrible teams and terrible coaches out there. I know he's not Bill Belichick,
Well,
and that's what everybody lives up to. He's a pretty good coach.
Well,
he's top 25% in the league.
That's the rumor that a terrible owner from a terrible team wants Tomlin to come in there and just take over full control.
He'll never.
And that's the
Washington will
Washington
never give up.
The
I know
Washington
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They'll never give up full control. The guy, that owner's the worst owner in the league.
Worst.
Yeah.
What about Freddie Kitchens? Y'all think he's gone?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't think they should have hired him in the first place.
That's what they were talking about.
No, he's never had any coaching experience whatsoever in his entire life. Sometimes it works out. I mean, it worked out for Sean McVay.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I just didn't like him from the start. The problem I think with Cleveland is it's egos. You need a strong coach there and one that's respected. And Freddie Kitchens, nobody respects Freddie Kitchens in Cleveland. I'm sorry, Odell Beckham, Jarvis
I didn't even know
Landry,
who he was before they hired him.
Unfortunately, I think the only way it's going to work in Cleveland right now with that mix of characters that they have is they need a Tom Coughlin type of head coach or general manager.
They need somebody tough, man.
They need somebody tough.
Yeah. Somebody with some respect. I mean, I think, I don't know, but I would think maybe Tomlin or something like that. But Tomlin didn't handle his stars right in Pittsburgh. He didn't handle Brown right.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was a lot going on behind the scenes.
You think
he
that
didn't
dude's
let
gonna
it
play
get
again?
out, but he didn't handle having the 3 big stars in Pittsburgh. So can he handle that anywhere else?
Oh,
what?
I heard Antonio Brown's coming back to Pittsburgh too.
No, he said one of his fans said come back to Pittsburgh, and he said he would. I saw that too.
Their team's gonna take a chance on that guy now.
He's like the number one Halloween costume this year. With
Really?
Clown.
I didn't know that.
People wearing a clown face and putting on a brown
It's sad to
jersey.
see all that talent just go to waste like that. Though.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
I think
it's hilarious.
I think it's CTE.
He hasn't been the same ever since he got hit by Burfict. But I think it's hilarious. I think he gets what he deserves, man.
You reap what you sow.
Yeah. Karma sucks.
Oh, no, I'm with you, but I'm saying it sucks that these guys, they have all this tremendous talent. They are in a position to change their life and to do great things, and then they go out there and do that idiotic stuff, and then it's all over, just like that.
And his whole goal was to get to the Patriots. It was to get to the Patriots. He did what he did to, and we wouldn't trade him to the Patriots. So he did what he did to Oakland, and it backfired.
Yeah.
It totally backfired. That was his whole plan. I don't think he meant to burn his feet off, but, on his cryo chamber. But
Speaking of Patriots, they just cut Josh Gordon.
I know. We're not going to go after Josh Gordon.
All right. Somebody's going to take a chance on him. The problem with Josh Gordon is he says he can play.
Yeah.
And the Patriots are like, no, you're not. You're going on IR.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, I'm 2 weeks away from playing here. Don't put me on IR.
Yeah,
so
I don't know why
because
they picked up the guy from
Mohamed Sanu.
Yeah, Mohamed Sanu from Atlanta.
Second round pick. That's steep for a 31-year-old receiver.
Yeah, I don't know why they would give up a second round pick for that, but they have so many picks. They always do.
Yeah, they do accumulate late round picks.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Freaking New England.
The Niners are looking pretty nasty.
The Niners are.
We should have beat them. That's all. All I got to say is we should have beat them.
Yeah.
You should have, but
5 turnovers against them, and we still lost to the Niners. How does that happen?
I heard this on
Cardinals almost got them last night.
Yeah,
but I heard this morning. Garoppolo, Brady, possible Super Bowl. No. I don't. San Francisco is good, but they're not that good.
They are that good.
I don't think so.
Who in the NFC is better?
In the NFC West?
In the NFC, I don't think the Packers are better. I think the Packers have got lucky. And they've got the refs on their side for 2 of those games. Cowboys aren't better than the Niners right now. The Niners have a better defense, and that's what's could get them there. Who else?
As long as they stay healthy,
maybe
they'll be all right.
only thing is the only team that I think it could be better is
the Vikings?
No, it's the Saints.
Yeah,
it's the Saints. I mean, they were winning without Drew Brees, and their defense is stepping up. But the Packers are going to lose in the first round of the playoffs. They're not as good as everybody thinks.
That hurts. That's my team. That actually hurts.
Dude, they should have got murdered by Detroit. That was one of the worst games and worst officiated games I've ever seen in my entire life. How do you give away a game that bad as an official?
As a Packers fan, I actually turned the TV off, and I was
You knew it was coming to you.
I was upset, and I was like,
you don't want to win that way.
Don't want to win that way.
And you don't. And you knew you're going to get it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I hate winning that way. I just want to win right. And that was, and they've had a couple games this year like that.
That's like me going on stage and people just giving me laughs without working for it. It's just not the same thing.
No.
Just hand them here.
Yeah. We're not socialists here.
That's it.
We don't give away free things.
I don't know. I look at the Packers, and I thought they were going to be underachievers this year. I had them 7-9, 8-8 at best.
They're not as good as their record. I will say that. I'm a true believer in that. I know you're a Packers fan. I'm just not as good as their record.
Their defense plays a lot better with the free agent signings. I got to give them a lot of credit for that. Aaron Jones. I thought Aaron Jones was going to have a good year this year. He's playing. I didn't think he'd be the receiver threat that he has been out of the backfield, but I thought he'd be a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's been a threat as a receiver really shocks me. And that helps. That makes that offense go when he's catching passes out of the backfield.
And I will give it to you. They haven't had Devontae Adams in 3-4 weeks.
No, he's missed 2 games, I think.
No, more than that. I have him on my fantasy league. It's been 3 games. Yeah,
right.
He's supposed to play this week.
I think. Yeah, he's probable. I think.
Have the Cowboys paid Dak yet?
No.
They're not going to.
They're not going to, right?
They're going to pay him, but
not what he wants.
He was going for what, 140?
No, he wanted $35 a year.
They offered him like 30 a year.
I thought it was 140, like over
5 years.
5 years, something
was
like
it? I don't know. I know the annual was.
He turned down like 30 or 35. He turned down money already.
Oh, it was like 30. It was 29.5 to start, and then
great.
30 something.
That's what you're worth.
Well. I think that's exactly what he's worth. But he's looking at, the new collective bargaining agreement. The salary cap's going to go up. That's why he doesn't want to sign that contract right now. He wants to wait until everything's settled.
Yeah, the CBA, he's still got 1 more year.
Yeah, that's why he's hoping he gets franchise tagged.
But then what if you get hurt?
Yeah, that's an if, but it happens. So that's what I think is going to happen. But because the Cowboys have so many different players they have to pay. I mean, Amari Cooper's going to have to get paid. They got guys on the defense that need to get paid. And they just extended all their offensive linemen and Zeke Elliott.
And they paid Zeke way too much, and that's going to hurt them.
He got Todd Gurley money. Yeah, he did. It's basically what it worked out to.
It's going to hurt them.
It's going to. They can get out of it after year 4.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll hurt them in the long run. As long as Zeke stays healthy for the next 4 years, what he's capable of doing. He only misses games when he's suspended.
They need to get some of that comedy money. That's what they need to get.
Right? Well, man, Zeke is a joke. He can be. That dude's another guy that's got to have mental problems, I think. He's already got them.
You can look at him and tell, man, it's like, that dude's going to go off.
Something's off with that dude.
A little bit.
Yeah, but he's a hell of a running back.
But you know what? Out of college, he's a smart guy. Maybe he's just a little too smart for his own good. You know what I mean? Like, I think he overthinks stuff.
No, Richard Sherman is a smart guy.
Richard Sherman, he's a professor almost. That dude
but no, Zeke was a pretty smart guy coming out of college.
Just why does he do so many boneheaded things off the field?
I like what Richard said. He's like, no, if you thought we were going to suck, keep thinking we're going to suck.